I'm Jeff, and Harry and I are with the Burlington County Historical Society, and
Children's History Center.
we're here at a historic village that was once a thriving industrial center back in the early 19th century, and even in the 1760s, right?
Yeah, the 1760s.
It was called Atsign, or Atzian, as some people say, and it is still here to some extent. There are a few buildings left. The workers' houses aren't here anymore, but there were a number of workers. And what did they make here?
They made iron.
They made iron. And Harry, the building that's now a park ranger's office behind us, what was this for the workers?
I think this was a general store for the workers.
That's right. And the village started under a man named Charles Reed, but it kind of disappeared to some extent after a while, and the workers had moved out and the business was pretty much finished. But it was revived in the 1820s by a fellow who was from an important family that was doing a lot of this iron work, and it was a man named Samuel Richards. So Samuel Richards came in, rebuilt the village to a large extent, and this store was built in the 1820s. And what we're going to do now is take a look at a few of the other things that survive from Atsign to show something about these workers' lives, because Labor Day is an appropriate time. Well, Harry, you know, with the old general store, that's an example of adaptive reuse because it's used as a park ranger's office now. But this building behind us, that's not adaptive reuse because it's still being used for its original purpose. So, Harry, what do you think that was?
Well, this is a church, and I think it was made in the 1820s.
Yeah, at least the back part of it is from the original structure. Yes, so that's something else that survives from that village. People who worked here, they would worship there. I understand that now it's used by a Baptist congregation, but when it was started, it was open to all different faiths, and they would alternate and use that building. This is another survival here in the village, and we're going to look at one more, so let's go. Well, Harry, we're here today at Atsign to honor Labor Day. But you know, around this time of year, doesn't something else happen?
Yeah, we have to go back to school.
Oh, yeah, well, then what do you think that building behind us is?
Could that building be a school?
It is. It's a school that was built in 1916 to replace an earlier school that was built in 1872 on the same site. So this has been a school for a while. It hasn't been also a school for a while lately because it's abandoned here. It's still here though, and hopefully maybe someday it could be restored. I don't know. But I think it's a pretty nice one-room school, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's an example of seeing what has survived. We have public buildings like the school, like the church, which is still an active church, like the store, and the store has been reused.
Isn't that adaptive reuse?
That's adaptive reuse as a park office. So there's one more part of the village that's here. It's a different type of thing, and has a lot to do with the village and what the village is now. So you want to take a look?
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, Harry, I said we were going to see another part of that sign. The important part. What is this?
This is called Atsign Lake.
That's right. And it was originally built as a mill pond for the the grist mill that was right up there by the road. This was dammed up, and it became something else. What did it become in more recent times?
Now it's used for recreational activities.
That's right. And people use the beach here, and they go swimming, and they don't have to go as far as the shore to find a beach. And when did that start?
1955.
1955. So I guess you could say that certainly is adaptive reuse, using it as a recreational lake and beach as opposed to a mill pond.
Yep.
And so this is another element here. And if you come to At Sign, you will see something this lake that actually fits in with Labor Day too, because this is how we celebrate Labor Day. We go to the beach. So thank you, Harry, and thank you for watching another episode of On the Road in Burlington County.